welcome back to a new video. Those are the points I am going to cover, so let's get right into it. And disclaimer, if any feminist is watching this video, no fucks was given, so yeah. And this point is very important. The longer you take to understand that, the more you're going to suffer as a man, because men and women are not equal in terms of their reaction to things, right? A guy might be more stoic, right? A woman will fucking crash out, she will freak out. And trying to think that, oh, girls are just like my homies, they're not. They're not. A guy might be more in control of his emotions. A woman will lash out. And when she'll lash out, she won't even realize because, again, she has hormones, all this bullshit going on. And if you understand that, you truly understand how they function, and you won't hate them, because a lot of men, they hate women because they don't understand how they function. Once you understand how they function and the fact that they are extremely emotional creatures, you tend to just let the wave hit you, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not like prepared to face a tsunami, well, you're gonna get fucking taken by surprise. But if you're ready to face the tsunami, well, the damage that will happen will be minimal, especially for your mental health. Okay, so this one is related to the first point, and this kind of reminds me of a story I had with a woman I was dating. Basically, she would be like, oh, like women, they suffer more than men, and in a certain way, it is equal. She tried to like find a middle ground, but there was never a middle ground. The truth is, men suffer more than women. And most people, they would be like, well, let me just be confrontational and just like try to win the argument. And the biggest mistake I've ever made was just be like, okay, let me try to debate her using logic. And it ended up in a bad situation where she felt like I was disrespecting her as a woman. That's the biggest mistake you can make as a man, right? Although I got away with it because she found that I was good looking and I could say a bunch of stuff. For the average guy, if you're talking to a girl and a girl questions you on something like that, you're not gonna get away with it. She's either gonna block you, she's not gonna talk to you, or she's gonna break up with you. So be very careful when you try to talk to a woman because they do not understand logic. This point is quite interesting because a lot of men, they don't know that women are very animalistic by nature. And here's why. You can check in media, you can check in society. Men, they get mad when women say, oh, I want a guy that is tall, that is good looking, that has like that dangerous trait, and here's why. Let me use an example. If you guys watch like TV shows, teenage TV shows, right, with like Vampire Diaries or like other TV shows, the boyfriend is always either tall or extremely good looking, and it's extremely toxic in a certain way where, like, at any given moment, like in Vampire Diaries, Damon could just come around and just grab the girl and just like take her away or some shit like that. And women, they like that because in their fucking brain, it does something to them. And same thing for height and looks. In their mind, they're like, well, I want my offspring to be good looking and to have good genes. They don't do it consciously in a certain way, but in the back of their mind, that's what they think. And the issue is with society nowadays, a lot of men don't understand they either need to be extremely tall and good looking, have money, or be the complete man. And even if you're tall, good looking, and you're a nice fucking guy, and you don't have the like dog triad traits of like being like a guy from Vampire Diaries, or being that bad boy boyfriend in a certain way, you're gonna get cheated on. And that's a huge issue. Like, if you don't become a complete man, you're not like tall, good looking, okay? Or either like you're not good looking or don't have the bad boy trait, then you're fucked. Okay, like honestly. And men, they do not understand that. Like, I need you guys to understand that women, they are like that. They're not saints because in a certain way, they like rough things. No woman will tell you that she doesn't want to have rough sex with her husband or boyfriend. You can check in books, you can check in media. That is why book talk and all those pornographic books that women read, like 50 Shades of Grey, etc., is so popular. The sooner you understand that, the better you're going to be as a man. And this point is extremely hilarious because I have so much experience with that. And the thing is, with women, they don't do it consciously, like I said, they just do it instinctively, if you know what I'm saying. So their instinct just tells them to do that. It's like a switch, dude. Like, I am surprised of how good they are at just manipulating people. And the thing is, it's the part of their beauty in a way, right? Like, no woman is a saint. Like, even the good girl, even the 10 over 10 you'll marry that is a virgin, that is literally just perfect, will manipulate you if you marry her or you date her. Like, for example, they will gaslight you, make you think that you're wrong, then fuck up with your head. That's why there's a meme out there of like not letting your girlfriend fuck up with your cortisol and stuff, like increase your cortisol. And it's true, by the way. So I was dating this girl, remember, and she used to have like tummy aches often, right? And the thing is with her, she would always make me feel bad for the tummy aches, despite not being my fault, right? Like, oh, you know, you're not there for me. Oh, you're such a bad boyfriend. And keep that in mind, right? I'm a very loyal person in a certain way and never cheated, never did anything wrong. But just because some random things, women will make you feel like you're the biggest piece of shit ever. And if you let that get to you as a man, you're fucked. I've learned so much, bro. Like back then, when she was going through like her tummy aches issues and stuff, and she was crashing out, bro, I was going through it, man. Mentally, it was so tough because I used to go to work, get back home, come back home, to her just like crashing out and just like fucking up with my brain. And in a certain way, they like doing that. Listen, I won't deny that, like, they fucking like doing that because they like having control. In the end, what is going to happen is that you're going to apologize to her for something you never did, and she's gonna be like, oh yeah, babe, you're the best boyfriend, and she's gonna go back to her normal behavior. So, there's no changing them, but at least you can understand them, guys. Oh boy, this is the serious fucking part of the video. Women are extremely fucking delusional. They always have been. This is why they just want like a fucking 6'5" Chad without putting any effort. They want a prince while being a fucking whore. It is the reality of things. And I'll share with you a personal experience of mine. So I was talking to this girl, right? And basically she had like two buddies before me. And when she asked me how do I feel about that, I was like, yeah, I don't really fucking like that shit, you know? I think it's disgusting, you know, like someone that just sleeps around. And I swear to God, she fucking like hits me with the biggest fucking cope line ever. She's like, oh, you know, the people you sleep with do not define who you are as a person. And when she said that, I was holding in my love. And again, I don't like to judge people, right? But again, if you think about it, they do not fucking hold themselves accountable at all, right? Because no one fucking forces you to go date a bunch of douchebags, okay? Then come and fucking cry about how they were evil. Like, come on. It only happens when you yourself are attracted to this type of man. That's why I said earlier in this video, guys, women are attracted to bad boys, right? And when things go fucking wrong, they will never blame themselves for the attraction. They will blame the guy, they will blame society, they will blame men, they will blame the patriarchy. A whole lot of fucking bullshit just to avoid telling themselves, oh shit, maybe I am fucked up, maybe I should work on myself. And this is a phrase no woman will ever fucking tell themselves, because their idea of healing is just moving on and getting a new boyfriend, and that will handle all their bullshit. That's why I keep telling you guys, okay? Virgin or buddies, it doesn't even matter, because if she's a virgin and had experience as well with that, if a girl's a virgin and she had like 4 or 5 boyfriends before you, she's going to be fucked up mentally from the boyfriends, and you're going to be fucking suffering from the consequences of those men. And even though she's a virgin, and if she has buddies, well, she's not only she's fucked up mentally, but she comes pre-fucked. So basically, you're losing both ways. I am not trying to sound like a traditional guy, but the best option if you want to live a good life and get a good woman is someone that is a virgin and never actually just dated anyone. That is the actual truth, right? And I would say it's the same for men, but I would kind of disagree because if a man doesn't have experience, even a virgin won't like the man because you won't be able to handle a woman if you don't have experience with women, right? I get that. So I disagree when people say men and women are equal in this aspect because men need experience to understand women. Women don't need experience, to understand men. They need to stay away from men. And this is the thing most people in modern society would fucking have a mental breakdown over if I actually told them. Because we grow up in such a woke society that everyone is so soft now and they can handle the truth. So they rather just just hoe around and just fuck a bunch of guys. Like I just mentioned earlier, women are CEOs of crashing out on men. Even if you do everything perfectly, she will still find a way to crash out on you. You have to understand that they have anger issues, it's their hormones. You cannot treat a woman the same way you treat a guy, okay? Because they are both different. Although nowadays we have a bunch of emotional men that are pussies. Women, they are really controlled by their hormones. They always are controlled by their hormones, and you have to understand that. And when you understand that, you see their tantrums as something very childish because, again, most women are childish. You have to understand that. And when you do, you're like, okay, how can I prevent myself from getting affected by her anger issues? Well, the only thing you need to do is to be the bigger person. And what I mean by the bigger person is understanding that you are having a conversation with someone that is extremely immature because 99% of the women are immature as fuck. They will always be. So you have to be stoic and calm down and not get triggered by whatever she says. As soon as you get triggered and she sees maybe an inch of emotion or you just pulling all your anger, she's gonna profit of the situation to just crash out on you even more. So the best thing you can do, and fucking like Marcus Aurelius fucking like preach that, just be stoic, bro. Just be stoic. Like, man, if she's just annoying at you, she's crying, she's just fucking like screaming at you for no reason, dude, just turn off your brain, acknowledge the situation, stay calm, and eventually even her, she'll come back to apologize to you. If she doesn't, then who gives a fuck, dude? Just do not waste your mental health on women that crash out. For the love of God, guys, protect your fucking brain. Because if you can't protect your brain, it's over for you. So, this is the final point of the video. To women, okay, us men, we're just trophies. That is the thing you need to understand, okay? You will never be able to escape from that. Even if she's a good woman, you're still a trophy to her. That is why women are so proud to just show off their 6'4" muscular boyfriend that is attractive. And they will always flex about their boyfriend to other women. That's why they get so jealous. I remember when I was dating my ex, right? She wouldn't let me go outside wearing tank tops or just like, shirtless walking on the beach because she would be like very insecure about it. She would be like, well, I don't want other women to look at you. You're mine. You belong to me and stuff. And that's why women are so attracted to, like, for example, just scratching men's back because it's a sign of her to assert dominance on you, to show other women that, yeah, you belong to her, right? So basically, it's just animalistic nature in a way where, where bears just like mark their territory and stuff in the forest. Same for women. They compete against each other. Who has the taller boyfriend? Who has the better looking boyfriend? Whose boyfriend makes more money? Whose boyfriend bought them more stuff? And that is the harsh reality of life. You can cope and say, well, women are not like that and go a full feminist route, then you'll get fucked in a bunch of years and no one will give a fuck about you. Or you can swallow the hard fucking truth and realize that you will look smart, you will work on yourself, you will get more money, you will grow taller. You will always be a trophy to them. Always. Okay? Because at the end of the day, men, we age like wine if you take care of yourself. And a wine bottle, with age, it takes more value, okay? People desire it the most. So what I always tell you guys to do is, even if you're gifted, even if you're Chad, even if you're starting out as a 2/10, it doesn't matter, dude, because the 2/10 and the Chad have the same struggle, because the 2/10, yes, he's gonna like increase and work on his look to become a 5, right? The issue with Chad, and you can see with the guy from Smallville, Tom Welling, if you don't take care of your look, well, you will lose value and you will become less attractive. Yes, cloud can save you, right? But if you're a random guy that used to be Chad, then you lose your value, then you're fucked. Women, they do not like a man that is not attractive, that is not desired by other women. Because what matters is, if you're still desirable by other women, that's what women love. They like having a man that other women can't have. And that's why I like to use the example of, yes, to them we are a fucking trophy. We will always be a fucking trophy. And that is something that I've taken like a lot of fucking time to accept, because like most men, I try to be blue pill, bro. I grew up blue pill as fuck, so I always thought that women were those kind creatures that love the man, like in the fucking like history books and stuff, and in the Shakespeare literature. In reality, it was never like that. Shakespeare, in a certain way, showed the true nature of women and their manipulative nature, and that was always part of their beauty in a certain way. But when you actually learn their true nature, you become very depressed. And if you let that get to you, like it did for me for a couple of years, you will not make progress and you will just stunt your fucking progress. You can be the most good looking guy ever. You can be the most like, like bad looking guy ever. If you do not know about female nature, you are truly doomed, because the end goal of every man is to get a woman that they love, that they find attractive, that they can have children with. And that is the goal for every man around the world. Maybe not some nowadays, because we tend to just try to avoid dating women because of the issues with modern society and wokeness. But the conclusion of this video is not to tell you guys that, yeah, women are evil. They are not. It's part of their beauty. But to be able to understand them and to not hate them, you have to comprehend how they function. And from my experience, I try to give an honest opinion on them from what I've learned through like dating women and being around them. And what I want you guys to do is take this information and apply it to your life. I don't want you guys to just be like, okay, let me just follow what Lindome just said. You don't have to listen to me, right? But maybe you can just like learn from what I've taught you guys, and also make your own research and go out there and experience it yourself. Because my end goal for all my viewers and everyone watching these videos is, I want you guys to live a happy life. And to live a happy life, you need a happy wife. And to find a happy wife, you need to actually understand how the wife in itself functioned. So yeah, guys, much love, have an amazing day. And if you got this far in the video, like that's like fucking 20 minutes from the time I'm recording it, have an amazing fucking day. I appreciate all of you, and take care of yourself. Much love. And if you have any video ideas you want me to just do, just comment down below or hit me up, guys. Much love.